Today, we should give thanks to the Pilgrims, embrace free markets, the foundation for the extraordinary advances we've experienced since. Hello, I'm Steve Forbes, and this is What's Ahead, where you get the insights you need to better navigate these turbulent times. Most of us are familiar with the story of the origins of Thanksgiving, of how 400 years ago the Pilgrims, fleeing religious persecution, arrived on the Mayflower at what came to be called Plymouth Rock. The first winter was harsh, but with help from local Native Americans, the survivors learned effective farming techniques. The resulting harvest is celebrated with a feast that subsequently came to be called Thanksgiving. But contrary to legend, the harvest was not bountiful. In fact, the Plymouth colony nearly collapsed. Severe food shortages and discontent were widespread. The problem, as described by the colony's governor, William Bradford, was the system the colonists initially operated under. Today we'd call it socialism or communism. All property was communally owned and cultivated. No privately owned land. Food and clothing were distributed equally to all. Those who worked hard and efficiently received no more than those who were laggard or did nothing at all. Women were assigned to do communal chores, which were bitterly resented. Destitute settlers began to sell what little they had to get food. They begged the local tribe to do chores for, quote, a capful of corn, end of quote. Then Bradford and the colony's other leaders radically changed things. Each family was given their own parcel of land. Whatever was grown was there to do with as they saw fit. Forced community labor went out. Within a short period of time, shortages turned into abundance. The colony soon had a surplus of corn. The experience of the Plymouth colony was not unique in those times. The Jamestown settlement in Virginia, for example, originally had economic arrangements similar to those of the Pilgrims in Massachusetts, with equally dismal results. Then, after what was called the Starving Winter, Jamestown switched to free markets. Food became plentiful. By liberating human creativity and enabling people to discover and fully develop their talents, free markets produce prosperity, while socialism sinks a society into misery. Yet the lessons of Plymouth and Jamestown, not to mention the more modern and ghastly ones of the Soviet Union, Maoist China, Cuba, Venezuela, and North Korea, are lost on too many people these days. The government and the Federal Reserve don't create prosperity. A free people does. Let us not forget the hard-won wisdom of the Pilgrims. I'm Steve Forbes. Thanks for listening. Do send in your comments and suggestions. I look forward to being with you soon again.